The Texas House filed its own version of THC legislation today. Good evening, I'm Clarice Tinsley. It follows last week's move by the Senate to go forward with legislation that's almost a total ban on the products, a ban that was vetoed by Governor Abbott earlier this year. Fox 4's Sean Rabb joins us with developments from the special session. Sean.
And good evening to you, Clarice. Let me tell you, the House bill is identical to that Senate version, and here's the sticking point in both. A total ban on any product that contains even a trace, any detectable amount of cannabinoid.
It would take away everything that we worked for 10 years ago. Is really the problem.
Stephanie Focus worked to get the legislation passed that allowed hemp products, CBD and CBG, to be sold in Texas. After her now 17-year-old son, Reagan, began having seizures and was diagnosed with epilepsy at age 4.
He had brain surgery for his epilepsy just 6 weeks after he was diagnosed because there was no pharmaceutical drugs that were working for him.
The surgery worked for a time, but seizures returned, and Stephanie turned to CBD.
He's been seizure-free for 10 years. I'm knock on wood on that one. But he's been seizure-free for 10 years, again, on a non-intoxicating product.
But Senate Bill 5 that passed out of committee last week bans all products that contain any detectable amount of any cannabinoid other than the non-intoxicating components of cannabis CBD and CBG. Cannabis attorney Susan Hayes says that amounts to a virtual ban on all products.
CBD oil, the kind of thing that got famous for helping little kids with seizures, contains a variety of cannabinoids in its natural form, and that's also its most effective form.
Hayes says when hemp products were first allowed in Texas, no one thought about consumables like gummies and drinks. Advocates like Hayes agree with lawmakers that synthetic products and super potent products should be banned, and there needs to be age requirements 21 and over to purchase.
Let people who take gummies in low doses for sleep, for example, to be able to still access them, or moms with kids with epilepsy and seizures access these much lower cost products than they were in the beginning.
And while the state does have a compassionate use program for medical marijuana, that, says Hayes, is too restrictive for many who need it. Stephanie Focus says many people, from children with epilepsy to veterans with PTSD, are better because of CBD products, and hopes the legislature understands that.
And we should protect the ones that save lives, which are sort of full spectrum CBD products that are hemp-based, and that we can make sure that the families that need them have access to them.
And the measure that was filed in the House today also adds a $10,000 fee for a license or renewal of a license for anyone who might want to sell this product. So it's early in the special session. We'll see what stays in these legislations that's been written up already, see what goes, or see how the compromise works out between now and the 20th of August.
Sean, thank you.